Alright, I'm out here on South Pheasant Park again, but I'm not out here to do a pheasant grind rotation because I have a great one pheasant right there. Finally, after 8,698 harvests, roughly, I got a Fabled Obsidian on the map. I am so stoked to see a 10 Fabled pheasant on the map. In this video, I'm going to do my best to get as close as I can to be able to get a really good look on him, to be able to see up close as well as you can. I'm not sure how well you're able to see him right there, but the goal is to not alert any of these, which is actually helpful that that's a 1 kg right there, because that means he's not going to be super attentive. If he was bigger, it might be harder to sneak up on this great one. Funny story to go along with this guy. If you've been around the channel for very long at all, you know how I pheasant grind, but if you have not, I'll show you. My setup looks like this. There's a tent, there's a blind, there's a zone. That's how my zones are. It's just around here, so I fast travel. All the pheasants spook, so they fly off. I get into the blind, it's just a bird blind, so I just run into it, and I shoot him with a shotgun. I fast traveled to this zone, saw this guy, and thought it was, I didn't think great one. For some reason, I didn't think great one right away. I just thought some sort of mela, whether it was a female. I thought it looked weird because I didn't think it looked like a male mela, but I just figured it was a mela, and then I shot it. I don't know how bad of a shot on it, but I got a poor shot on it, and I didn't drop it, which I am so happy that I did not. But then I spotted him with the sights and saw 10 Fabled. I exited to main menu so fast because I did not want that to go down. It was not time for him to go down. I wanted to have a bit of content on him, and you know, it was just not time to shoot him. I wasn't ready to shoot him, so he didn't die, which it would have been quite a bummer if he did, because then I would have lost him. But he's still on the map right here. 27 to 28 on the estimate. I'm not sure how big that is for a great one pheasant. As far as I know, all their weight estimates are the same. He's like 2.98 to 3.75 is his weight estimate. And I don't know. After so many kills, I did kill another diamond tonight. I got a total of 8,698 harvests, 64 diamonds, and 7 rares. Now, I'm counting the super rare that I got as a diamond and as a rare, but there was one super rare in there. So if I'm not counting that, I got 63 diamonds, 6 rares, and 1 super rare during this grind. And finally, he's here. He's a Fabled Obsidian, which looks really cool. You're able to start seeing him really well. He just looks so cool, and I'm stoked that he's finally on the map. When I get him, when I shoot him, I don't know when I'm going to shoot him. Not right now. This is literally just to, you know, show him. But when I shoot him, he's going to end up going in the multi-mount with my super rare leucistic. So that's going to look really cool, having a great one and then the leucistic, you know, being a lighter bird. It's just going to look really cool. But man, there he is doing a mating call right there. That is just so cool. Finally, there's no calls for them, which is, I mean, it makes sense, but it's, I wouldn't say a bummer, but I mean, it would be really easy to get some really cool footage of him up close if I had a call, because I could just get in the blind and whatnot and just leave it at that. He's still calm, so I'm able to still get a bit closer on this guy. He's walking around. Is he alert? Nope, he's actually walking away from me. So that just looks really, really cool. Now, I actually had an idea right here, which I don't want to get super close on him because I think this would be a cool thing. But I think I want to have my pointer actually point to him, because I'm not sure I don't know. There could be someone out there who's done this first, but as far as I know, there's not been a pointer yet to actually point to a great one. And I think that would be a really cool thing. But that'll be just a moment because he's going to go alert when that happens. That just looks so cool. Let me see how well you can see with the camera up. Maybe if I can get through this grass. Just ever so slowly work my way up. I can get to about 40 meters before he's just going to go alert, even with me just sitting still. So the only thing I'm wondering about is that 1 kg right there. Because if he goes alert, then that's going to mess up the rest of the stuff going on. But he's 25 away, so I definitely don't want to, spook him. He's 40 to 50, so this is probably about as close as I'm going to get. And you can see him actually quite nicely right there. Let me just get my camera set up how I want it. 8,698 harvests. And there's a great one on the map. Fabled Obsidian in a zone that is perfect to be able to see him super well. And this is just really cool. That is really, really neat. So now, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull, I'm just going to have him point to it. Because I think that would just be a really cool thing. This neat thing. I'm not sure of any pointer. Like I said, I don't know if anyone's ever done this before. I'm not sure of any pointer who's actually pointed to a great one before. I mean, it's a very large community, so it's very possible that someone has had that happen before. But, he's got the scent found. He's just going to sneak right on past us here. Work his way up there. They won't actually go alert until he starts pointing, and he won't spook them unless I say to actually flush them. So that'll work just fine. He's sneaking his way up there right now. That's kind of that's a really cool thing right there. Hopefully he's not going to actually block our sight of it. I'm not going to spot him because he's going, when he points, he'll highlight it. Right there. Let's go. And maybe he doesn't actually alert it. No, it's calm. That's really cool. I'm actually really stoked about that. There he is. We got partner out there pointing to a great one, Pheasant. That is not something I've ever seen before. And that is a really neat thing. He's now attentive, so I'm actually going to try to run up on him and see how close I can get. Oh, he's going to immediately flush. And there goes the great one Pheasant at 8,698 harvests. That is really cool. And I'm stoked to have this grind done.